This is my favorite kind of night. I drew the curtains almost all the way, just enough to watch the gray rivulets of water trace the glass, like the hours as they pass. The street below is copper, slick and bright, umbrellas tilting left and right. And somewhere out there someone's rushing home, but I don't have to go. The radiator ticks, the candle bends, this little room holds everything I need. The outside world can blur around the edges, I'll just let it. The rain outside is somebody else's story. The cold outside belongs to someone braver. I've got four walls and a warm lamplight, a sleeping dog and a Saturday night. The rain outside keeps falling, keeps on falling, and I am right where I wanna be. The rain outside is beautiful from here. A chapter in my tea has lost a degree. The beagle sighs against my knee. He dreams of something, paws tick on the air. I smooth the fur behind his ear. Outside a car goes hissing through the wind, the kind of sound you can't forget. It's slow and long and lonesome on the road. I know that feeling, but not tonight. The radiator ticks, the candle bends, this little room holds everything I need. The outside world can blur around the edges, I'll just let it. The rain outside is somebody else's story. The cold outside belongs to someone braver. I've got four walls and a warm lamplight, a sleeping dog and a Saturday night. The rain outside keeps falling, keeps on falling, and I am right where I wanna be. The rain outside is beautiful from here. There's a guilt in staying in that I finally set down. Like a coat you don't need once you're safe in your sound. The world will still be there when the rain moves along, but tonight the rain is perfect, and tonight I belong right here. The rain outside, the rain outside falls soft and slow on golden lines. The rain outside, the rain outside is beautiful from here, is beautiful from here. I pulled the blanket to my chin, turned the lamp a little dim, found my page from yesterday where the story fell away. Outside the world is loud and gray. I traded all of it today for a dog weight on my legs and 100 paper frames friends. Somewhere between the words and warmth, I stop keeping track of time. The clock can move however fast it wants to. I'm not watching, looking at a blanket in an afternoon. Nothing I need to do too soon. A cup of something warm beside my hand. Rain against the window, I'm inside again. Looking at a blanket, it's enough. This quiet little life is more than enough. Let the outside world keep spinning on. I've got a book and a blanket and I'm home. The characters feel more like friends. I know their heartaches, know their bends. I know the way she holds her grief. I know the way she finds relief. And maybe that's the thing about a book. It holds a mirror if you look. Not too hard, not too clear, just clear enough to feel. Somewhere between the words and warmth, I stop keeping track of time. The clock can move however fast it wants to. I'm not watching, looking at a blanket in an afternoon. Nothing I need to do too soon. A cup of something warm beside my hand. Rain against the window, I'm inside again. Looking at a blanket, it's enough. This quiet little life is more than enough. Let the outside world keep spinning on. I've got a book and a blanket and I'm home. I don't need a mountain view. I don't need a wide blue sea. I just need these worn down pages and this dog who chose me. Let the autumn do its leaving. Let the cold come if it will. I'm not moving from this armchair. Everything is still. I've got a book and a blanket. A book and a blanket and I'm home. And I'm This is home. I meant to drink it while it was hot. The steam was curling, then it was not. I got 2 lines into chapter 5 and forgot the world outside. Now the mug sits patient on the table, Earl Grey cooling in the amber. And I don't mind, I really don't. Some things are better as they go. There's something in the way the warmth just slowly fades that feels like every easy afternoon. I never notice time when I'm inside a story, and I think that's the point. Tea going cold on the window table, the afternoon slipping soft and stable. I could get up, I could pour a new one, but the book has got me and I'm not done. Tea going cold like the sweetest, slow down like a Saturday that just won't falls on my knee. Exhales a sound like pure relief. I know the feeling, I've been there too. That boneless rest, that easy through. I dog ear half a page to mark the line where someone says something so fine it catches in my chest like afternoon light. Like tea that's warm but not quite right. I used to think I needed to be doing something loud or something useful, something moving. But now I think the quietest rebellion is staying put, is letting tea go cold. Apologizing for it, not apologizing at all. Tea going cold on a golden autumn day. Tea going cold, that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. He found the warmest spot, which happened to be me. Curled his whole body from his nose down to his feet, and now the blanket's his as much as mine. And I don't have the heart to draw a line. His paws are moving slow against my leg, like he's chasing something through a field somewhere. And I watch the rain come down the window glass, and I think there's nowhere else I'd rather be. There's a kind of love that doesn't need a word, just the weight of something warm that trusts you. And the rain comes down, and the rain comes down. Sleeping dog, falling rain, the world outside can have its cold and gray. Sleeping dog, falling rain. He chose me and I chose to stay. And the afternoon stretches like a slow long sigh, and the lamp burns gold and the pages fly. Sleeping dog, falling rain. I am full of something I can't name. Sleeping dog, falling rain. I read a line about a woman by a fire. She's alone but not in any way that's dire. And I think I understand her now. The way a room can be enough somehow. He sighs again, that small contented sound, like the world has been located and been found. And the rain taps Morse code on the afternoon, a message I can almost read. Not lonely, not waiting, not wishing I was somewhere else. Just here, just present, just this dog and this rain and myself. And some days that is everything. Some days that is absolutely everything. Sleeping dog, falling rain. Sleeping dog, falling rain. chapter near the middle of this book that I've come back to more times than I should. The light is always right when I land there. The story breathes a little softer air. It's not the plot, it's not the twist or turn. It's something underneath I haven't learned. A feeling pressed like flowers in the spine. Something between the spaces of each line. Maybe I'm looking for the thing it knew when first I read it in a different room. A different me, a different kind of hurt. The same old need for something that works. The chapter I keep rereading is the one that started all this feeling. And I don't know what I'm searching for in there. Maybe comfort, maybe proof that I was there. The chapter I keep rereading holds a door that keeps on opening to something soft I can't quite name or keep. The chapter I keep rereading in my sleep. Outside the rain has changed its register. More persistent now, less singular. It sheets across the amber-lit street below. And the beagle doesn't notice, doesn't know. I flip back 30 pages without thinking. My thumb a habit and my heart still sinking into all that space between the words. All those quiet things that go unheard. We all have them, those pages worn thin, where something was said that got under the skin. Not because it was perfect, but because it was true. And you've lived long enough now to know that you knew. You already knew. To something soft, to something soft. The chapter I keep, the chapter I keep reading I said I'd stop at the end of the chapter, but the chapter ended like a question mark. So I said I'd stop at the part where she answers, but the answer only led me to the dark of another scene, another room, another evening, where something is about to shift or break. And I can't put it down because I love the feeling of the world outside replaced by this one place. The lamp is warm, the dog is sound, the tea is giving up on being found. And I'm 30 pages past the place I said goodnight, but that's alright. Just one more page, just one more page. I keep promising, but I never turn away. Just one more page, the story's pulling, and the rain is soft and the night is gentle. I'll sleep when the chapter's done, or maybe when the next one's begun. Just one more page, just one more page. It's a beautiful way to lose the day. I've been here way too long. The rain outside is playing the same song over and over on the window pane, and I find I don't mind again and again. There's something sacred in the way a book can hold you in a willing, weightless hook where hours pass like music that you trust, and putting down the book seems almost unjust. And maybe this is the luxury we don't talk about, the freedom just to follow where a story leads you out of your own life for a little while into someone else's grief, someone else's smile. And we come back better for the losing. At least that's what I keep on choosing tonight. Just one more page, just one more, just one more. The rain outside, the lamp beside. Just one more page, just one more page. That lamp has been here longer than I know. A thrift store find from 6 apartments ago. I carried it through every new beginning, through every city and its different windows, and everywhere I've set it by a chair. It made the same warm circle in the air, a little world within a world within, the kind of light that lets you breathe again. There's no blue light here, no cold white glow, just this amber burning, soft and low. The way a lamp can make a whole room feel like something that is permanent and real. Amber light laid over everything, over all the hard and hurried parts of living. Amber light on the book I'm barely reading, on the dog, on the rain, on this quiet evening. Amber light, be the thing I come home to after all the days that take their toll and go through. Amber light on the cup beside my hand. Amber light, help me understand what it means to be at peace. In amber light, every corner is forgiven. The pile of books, the scarf I haven't given back to whoever left it by the door. The life I live on the way to something more. In amber light, the autumn street looks painted like a memory that time has made more faded than it actually was. But that's okay, beauty is allowed to look that way. I've chased the sun across a dozen different rooftops. I have waited for the hour when the whole sky caught, but tonight I think the smallest light can hold you in the softest golden truth, that the glow you've been searching for was always in the room, was always in the room with you. There's a frequency the rain finds on glass that I've been trying to describe for years. It's not quite white noise, and it's not quite music, but it fills a room the way that nothing clears. It changes with the wind, it shifts its tempo from a scatter to a steady to a hiss. And somehow in the listening I lose myself in the most agreeable kind of this. I used to fill the silence with a playlist. I used to need the lyrics and the beat, but lately all I need is rain on windows, and the whole world feels complete. The sound the rain makes when it hits the glass is the sound that says the hurry doesn't last. It's the sound that says sit down and let it fall. It's the only kind of music I need at all. The sound the rain makes in the afternoon is a lullaby for every worn down room. It says the world outside it is washed and new, but for now the world inside is you. Has a rhythm too, a low and steady rise and fall of chest. And underneath the blanket I can feel it, the warmth of something that has come to rest. I turn a page and it makes its own small sound, a papery whisper in the amber light. And together these are all the songs I want on this particular and perfect night. Close your eyes for just a second, let the rain speak without translation. Let it fill every corner, every crack, let it carry you back to every rainy afternoon you've ever loved, every bedroom window, every warm above. You've always known this feeling. You've always known the sound of coming home. The sound the rain makes, soft and steady, soft and steady, on the glass, on the glass. The sound of coming home. I don't have a word in any other language that holds the weight of what this afternoon is. There's a Danish word they say, hygge, but even that falls slightly short of this. It's not a thing you buy or build or curate. It's not the candle or the knitwear or the scene. It's something that arrives without announcement in the space between the ordinary things. A dog deciding that your lap is home, a book that knows exactly what you need, the way the rain keeps everyone at bay, and you let it thankfully. Cozy is a feeling. shoulders finally dropping after all the weight they've had to hold. Cozy is the moment that you notice you're not bracing for the next thing anymore. Cozy is a feeling in your chest, like a door you always close but never lock. I've been this tired in noisier places. I've tried to rest in rooms that wouldn't let me. And I think the difference isn't the setting, it's the permission that you finally give yourself to not be anywhere but here exactly. To let the phone go dim, to let the thoughts slow, to trust that you don't have to solve the evening, that the evening will be kind if you just go. You've worked so hard to earn this afternoon, you've given so much out, now take a little room to be completely, quietly, entirely yours. Just yours. No performance, no approval, no to do, just the lamp, just the rain, just you and a dog who has no doubt at all that this is where the world is good. Cozy is a feeling, cozy is a feeling, like finally letting go, like finally coming home. Cozy is a feeling and you've got it right now. I came in from the cold about an hour ago, shook the rain out of my coat, let the kettle go. Found my chair, found my dog, found my book again, and started forgetting who I'd been. Because there's a girl in these pages with a harder life and a gentler way of moving through the knife-edge nights. And I follow her through corridors and years until my own life slightly disappears. And the lamp glows gold and the rain won't quit, and I am less myself and more of it. Whatever this is, this sweet dissolve, this being somewhere else without resolve, lost in the story, and I don't wanna be found lost in the story, where the real world loses ground. The rain keeps the clock from ticking too loud, the dog keeps me anchored, warm and proud, but the story takes the rest of me somewhere, lost in the story. She just said something that I felt before, in a way I couldn't find the language for. And I stop and read the line again and then again, until it's mine in some way I can't explain. This is why I read through every season, every year, not for plot, not for ending, just to hear I already knew but couldn't say, found and given back to me this way. There's a woman in an armchair in a story, reading in warm and rainy lights. And maybe I'm that woman in a story that someone else is reading tonight. And maybe we're all lost inside each other, following a thread through someone's borrowed creed. the page. Lost in the story, had every end. Lost in the story. This is the place I always come back to. Lost in the story, I'm home. I pressed my hand against the glass today. Watch the rain draw rivers on the pane. The amber streetlights blur and bend away. And I'm so glad I chose to stay inside again. My beagle sighs against my leg, his warm weight anchoring me here. The kettle's done, the page is back, and everything I need is near. I could have been out there somewhere, running through the gray, but the window showed me something better on this October day. The window and the weather, they're telling me to rest. The rain is writing poetry on glass, I know the best. The word outside is silver, the world in here is gold. The window and the weather are keeping me consoled. There's something in a rainy afternoon that makes the ordinary feel like grace. The smell of tea and autumn in the room, this soft domestic light upon my face. I turn another chapter slow. The dog dreams something small and sweet, and outside all the cold winds blow, but here we have no need to meet. Some days the sky breaks open soft and wide. Some days the clouds come in and pull the curtains low, and on those days I'm grateful to be inside, watching all the in-between things come and go. Let the rain fall, let the wind call, let the evening turn to blue. Ooh, I've got everything I need here. I've got all this warmth and you. The window and the weather, the window and the weather, keeping me consoled, keeping me at home. I used to read to fall asleep. Now I read to find myself awake, to trace the words of someone who knew exactly what was at stake. There's a voice inside these pages, steady, clear, and somehow kind, like a person sitting next to me inside the quiet of my mind. It's not loneliness, it's something else, a conversation only I can hear. Someone read these words before I did and left their fingerprints right here. I'm reading you, even if I never knew your name. I'm reading you, and somehow everything feels less the same. You wrote it down so you could let it go. You left it here so I could find it though. I'm reading you, and I'm less alone because of you. There's a chapter where she almost breaks, and then she doesn't. And I breathe because I've stood in that same hallway, trying to decide to leave. The rain outside is keeping time like a soft concussion underneath this quiet conversation between your words and my belief. There are books I haven't opened yet that are already waiting to be felt. There are sentences I haven't reached that will dismantle me and help me rebuild. And tonight beneath the lamplight, with the dark curled at my side, I am grateful for the writers who decided not to hide. Reading you, reading you. Somewhere in the dark you wrote the truth, and I found it. Yeah, I found it. Reading you. I lost a version of myself last spring. I wasn't sure where she had gone, but she was hiding in a paperback and sentences I leaned upon. She was in the margins, circled words in chapters I had dogged worn. She was somewhere in the pages of a book I'd bought the year before. And I found her by the lamp tonight. The rain outside came tapping at the glass. I turned the page and recognized her handwriting. It looked exactly like mine from the past. Somewhere in the pages I've always lived. Somewhere in the pages is the most honest version of this. Somewhere between the chapters and the lines not yet begun. Somewhere in the pages I am finding who I've become. My beagle doesn't care about my searching. He's just warm and soft and here. He tucks his nose against my ankle and it makes the path feel clear. There's a comfort in the physical, in blankets and in bound up spines, in the smell of old and yellow paper, and the safety between lines. I don't need to be discovered, I don't need to be explained. I just need another Tuesday evening, letting autumn do its thing again. Let the book fall open anywhere, let the words land where they may. Somewhere in the pages there's a woman Here you are again, you old familiar gray. You've knocked on every window that I know. You found me in the kitchen, in the hallway. You followed me from 7 years ago. I remember you in college doorways and in cities I've since left behind. You always seem to find the same afternoon and pull me back each time. I don't mind anymore. I used to, but I don't. You're not a sign of something missing. You're a season keeping its oath. Autumn rain again, you always know just when to fall. Autumn rain again, tapping softly on the hall. You remind me I've survived every version of this afternoon. Autumn rain again, I'm glad you came back soon. My chair has held 100 rainy evenings. My dog was small the first time you came through. My teacup's different, but the warmth is constant. And my book is something old made new. There's a photograph I haven't looked at of a younger me in October light. She didn't know how many autumn evenings she learned to love before she got it right. There's a kind of grief in beautiful things, a sweetness in the temporary, but autumn rain has come for all my years, and it will come again every soft lit eve when the world gets dark at 5 o'clock. You will find me in my corner with my lamp on and my door locked. Come back every year, come back every year. Autumn rain, I'll meet you here. Come back every year. There's a lamp on the table by my chair. It's been there since the day I moved in here. It casts a gold circle on the air. It makes the whole room feel sincere. I bought it at a market on a whim, without a plan, without a room in mind. But when I set it down beside the window, I knew I'd finally drawn the line between the life I was running through and the life I was meant to live slow. This lamp became a landmark of the place I learned to know. Lamp lit and loved in the corner of my own small world. Lamp lit and loved, just a woman and a dog and a girl. Inside the book she's reading, finding peace in everything she does. Lamp lit and loved, and that is more than enough. My beagle finds the lamplight too. He curls right at the edge of golden, as if he knows that warm and good are two words that should not be forgotten. And on a night like this with rain, against the glass like something gentle. I feel the whole day washing clean, and something in me turns more central. I used to think that warmth was something you had to find in other people's houses, but warmth is something you can build from the small domestic choices. A lamp, a chair, a cup of tea, a dog who trusts you with his sleep, a book that meets you where you are, and a window full of October streets. Lamplit and loved, lamplit and loved. This is the life, this is the life I love. My phone is 17 suggestions for tonight. There's a bar 2 blocks from here with perfect lights. There's a party that my friend thinks I'd enjoy, and a gallery that opened on the right. But the rain says no, and the blanket says stay, and my dog looks up with his big brown eyes, and the book says wait till another day. And I don't feel bad about it, not even a little bit. I used to fake a headache, now I just admit there's no reason to go out tonight. The kettle's on and the lamp is bright. The rain is doing its best impression of home, and I never felt less alone. There's no reason to go out, no reason to go out. I'm exactly where I wanna be right now. I've spent so many nights convincing myself that I should want what other people seem to want. The noise and the electric lights and selfies, and the feeling of belonging to the front. But there's a different kind of belonging that doesn't cost a cab fare or small talk. It's an armchair in a lamplight kind of evening, and a beagle and a long unhurried walk through the chapters. Introvert is just a word for someone who gets full from quiet. Give me one soft evening in October and I will never start a riot. Give me lamplight and the dog in a novel worth the staying in. You can have the bar tabs and the Ubers, I've got everything. No reason to go out, no reason at all. Just the rain and the lamplight, just the rain and the fall. No reason to go out, I'm already home. The weather app is all red and amber. There are warnings going out for every street. The anchors on the evening news look worried about the kind of weather you and I won't meet, because we are inside the glass. We are behind the warmth of everything. While the storm does what a storm does, we are not in the category of anything. And I know that sounds ungrateful, and I know that some folks aren't so lucky tonight, but all I can do is sit here in my lamplight and be grateful that I'm dry and I'm alright. The storm is someone else's problem, not because I don't care, but because I'm here. The storm is doing all its drama on the other side sing. My beagle doesn't know about the warnings. He is deep inside a dream that has no rain. His paws are twitching softly against my leg, like he's chasing something warm and plain. And I press my toes beneath his belly, and I turn the page and feel the weight of a house that is deciding to protect me on a wild and ordinary night of late. Let the wind climb up the oak trees, let the gutters run with October, let the stoplights swing on Preston Street, let the commuters pull their coats over. I'll be here when it is over, I'll be here when it clears and goes, and the morning will come clean and fresh, and I will already know what the storm was doing while I read beside my lamp someone else's storm, someone else's grave. I am warm and dry, and it's gonna be okay. Someone else's storm, but I'm thinking of you too, wherever you are in the weather tonight. I hope you find your room. I couldn't have planned this if I tried. The rain just showed up perfect and on time. The dog climbed up without an invitation, and the book fell open at the perfect line. My tea went cold before I noticed, because the chapter had me somewhere else. And when I looked up at the window, I had almost forgotten everything but this. Not every afternoon is golden, but some of them are so specifically right that you stop and say to no one in particular, this is the kind of afternoon I want for the rest of my life. This kind of afternoon when the world slows down to breathe. This kind of afternoon when the lamplight falls on everything, when the rain is just the background and the stories in my hands. This kind of afternoon clock says something that I don't believe. It says the evening's almost done, but the rain still has some things to say to me. And the chapter isn't finished, not even close to one. My beagle hasn't shifted from his place. He's decided this is permanent for now. And the lamp is warm and holding steady, like it's making me a quiet kind of vow. So I'm asking the evening gently, the way you ask someone you love to sit. Stay just a little longer before the ordinary has to come back in. Stay a little longer, October, don't you go. Stay a little longer, let the lamplight keep its goal. Stay a little longer in this soft and sheltered place. Stay a little longer, let me stay inside this grace. I've spent years rushing toward the next thing, never sitting with the thing I had. But this armchair has been teaching me something slow about the difference between lonely and being glad. There is a kind of rich and quiet fullness in an evening that requires nothing from you, just the pages and the rain and the dog breathing and the warmth of a room you made true. Because I know that morning comes regardless, and I know that the world will have demands. But right now the rain is writing on the window, and the whole world fits between my hands. So let me have this last slow hour, let me have this last soft page, let me have my dog and lamplight, and the autumn and its golden afternoon haze. The last line of a book is never ending. It's an opening that only looks like close. And this evening, however long it lingers, will come back to me in every fall I know. So stay a little longer or go, I'll be okay, because I know now how to find this feeling. Any rainy lamplit, quiet kind of day. Stay a little longer, stay. My beagle's still sleeping, the rain hasn't gone away. Stay a little longer, stay. This is the life I chose, and I'm glad I chose to stay.